Howdy everybody, this is HR Prime here and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about what Junkrat can or cannot do in the new Capture the Flag game mode in Overwatch. Is he good? Is he bad? Well, let's discuss that and let's find out. So without further ado, let us begin. So first, let's establish what the Capture the Flag game mode is in Overwatch. In Overwatch, it's called Capture the Rooster. You basically go over, you take the flag, and take it back to your flag. To capture the flag, you have to stand on a point, a very small point, mind you, and stay there for a certain amount of time until it gives you the flag. Once you have the flag, you run back. If you get killed on the way, teammates will have to stand on that flag again to capture it. If the enemies secure it and stand on the flag, it'll be sent back to their flag's spawn point. All this is done until one team reaches 3 flags or time runs out and then the score is decided. There's no overtimes unless one team is trying to capture the flag. It's done on smaller maps, a fixed up version of Legion Tower, and using the lobby points as the areas where you defend. So how does Junkrat do on these maps? Well, I've stated before, especially in the Oasis video, that Junkrat excels in the Legion Tower map in most of the places. Some of them are a bit more difficult since they're more open air, but given where the control point is and where the flag is, each area seems that Junkrat is able to hold them off very easily. They generally are hidden behind choke points instead of wide open large areas, and the capture points themselves are pretty small, so you don't have to fire in a huge radius to get them off the point. The only one that would be the problem is probably the garden area, since that is the one that's more open, but there is only 3 ways to get in, and all of them are small doorways, which can be spammed down pretty easily. Let's take a moment and talk about the defensive and offensive capabilities for each side. Of course, this game mode does include an active defense and offense at all times. No other map has this capability because this is the only place where you are constantly trying to defend a point and attack one at the same exact time. The only thing that's close enough to this is King of the Hill, but only one team will be able to defend or attack at a time, since defending requires you to actually have the point, and if you have the point, you're not attacking. So with this, defensively, Junkrat can excel, especially with his abilities. Throwing the trap onto the very small radius point and throwing the concussion grenade nearby will make it so that small squishy classes can't run up. Lucio, Reaper, McCree, Tracer, all these classes and more will have difficulty being able to capture the point and sneak around. Granted, they might learn from time, but if you get that one stupid player that doesn't know how to shoot traps or sticky bombs, you will beat them every single time. Defending solely as Junkrat on the Capture the Flag maps is very boring and stupid, to say the least. It's not going to help your team in the long run, because you might be able to take out some of the squishies that come nearby, but you won't be able to push with your team. And to take the flag, most of the time, it requires a full team effort if the other team has a very formidable defense. So, to be able to place your trap onto the point and have some offensive capabilities is a good thing for Junkrat. He can defend and attack at the same exact time. Granted, he's passively defending, but he's able to go forward with the team and spam out the enemies, which is something that would be needed in these small compacted capture point areas that they might have a Reinhardt or a Torbjorn or a Bastion that will be held up in close proximities in these lobby areas or these areas that were not really intended for most of the combat to be going on. Though this might seem that Junkrat is probably the best class to play in, it actually has a few drawbacks that you might want to consider. The first thing is that since it is a Koth map at heart, and was just changed for the Capture the Flag thing, there are still a bunch of wide open areas that Junkrat will have problems with on Legion Tower. It's one of the best Cawthon maps for Junkrat, but it's still very difficult to play Junkrat on that map. And, you know, there's still the thing that many people are preferring to use faster offensive classes that have higher mobility. Things that Junkrat has a very difficult time hitting, like Tracer, Sombra, and Widowmaker, and Hanzo and Genji. All these things are kind of difficult for Junkrat to destroy. Not impossible, but very difficult. The hardest would be Pharah, since she is, of course, up in the air, and some of the snipers, since they prefer to stay back, and Junkrat does not have that range capability as they do. In the end, Junkrat is an alright decision to play on Capture the Flag. He's not the best. He could be outshined by some of the offensive characters with higher mobility, since they can go capture the point a lot easier than you can, but to use him is alright. It's not competitive at all. This game mode is not meant to be competitive yet. I don't see it becoming a competitive game mode anytime soon, since this is just a testing of the waters, and it may never come to light to be competitive, since it does need a lot of working and tweaking. So play Junkrat if you want. There might be better things, but it's all fun in games when you explode someone and get play the game and everybody is mad. Thank you all so much for watching. But this has been HR Prime. Thanks for your time. God bless, and happy gaming.